Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Gelijoy from CZT Nadine Roller. At the time of this recording, it is Thursday, which means it's Tangle Time Day. And oh my gosh, did we have so much fun with this Tangle! Wow. Um, yeah, just wow. All right. There are so many ways that you can go with this tangle. Let me just show you how we do it. Okay, starts off with, well, it's a bunch of straight lines that make an arrow. So I'm going to start down here with I'm going to try to draw it bigger than I think, bigger than I think. Yes, my mantra to me, um, a V. And then a straight line coming out of it. It makes an arrow pointing at me. All right, then we're going to do another, like a big curved line coming up over the top of this, like so. Now, I'm going to pause here. You can play with all of these aspects, which is just so neat. So, of course, the angle of this, straight, curved, short, long, this curved line, and you have it hovering over here, a secondary point. This one meets up, this one does not. The length, how far down this curve line goes in relation to this and the overall. Just so many ways to have fun with this, and so many results that can happen. It changes just by how you do it. And then on top of it, do take a look at the For More Inspiration link for just that, more inspiration. And make sure you continue to scroll to the end, because there's lots of interesting variations. Just take a look at what she's done, how she's done it. And she had another CZT had drawn up a bunch of variations that just kind of it sounded like came pouring out. So it's on a page. Just super, super neat. All right. So once you have this, then from here on both sides, we're just going to draw a nice C-shaped, I guess it's hard to say sometimes, C-shaped curved line, and having it meet at the base of that arrow. But yeah, it's just so neat because all of these aspects you can have fun with. Then, if you want to, you could put a stem. And then, and I didn't do this, and well, I'll show you my samples in a little bit. Actually, I probably couldn't have because of how I did mine. Another thing, and I didn't put this in my step out because I noticed it after, is she put a little bit of rounding here. And so it's a nice option if you want to add that. All right. So this is like an organic type tangle. In the way I term organic, not meaning it's like botanical or plant-like, but that it grows like on itself. So this one kind of it fits both ways. And so what you can do is, and we're going to see if I'm going to maybe put some maybe without some stems. So I'm going to do one of the V's. Let's have it come out of this side here. Make it kind of close, straight line. Try to make that longer. There you go. This one is really wide. I kind of like them a little bit narrower, but they take on a whole different shape. That one didn't quite. Well, so since it didn't quite touch, I'm just going to put a little stem in there. Let's try it. Oh, let's try it from here. I'm going to angle it a little bit, I think. All right. And then, yeah, because this is what I should have done before. Because I honestly hadn't. I kind of sort of tried it on one, but they ended up more like this. But I didn't put stems in there, and I'll show you that in a moment. But so what you could do is, so as you come down, this one we're going to hollow bow behind there. This would come, and then just have it end like so, as if there's a stem. But you could, you could place that arrow right on. Let's try that. We'll try that over here. right on it. So I'm going to put a little bit of a curve. There we go. Like that. So however you want to do this, you can. And it's just, like I said, we had such a ball with this. And it's one of those things where I'm thinking, well, hopefully we can have, a lot of fun exploring this. It seems so simple, yet there's so much. Let's see, I've got 4 there. I need to have one more. So much that you can do with it. And of course, you can add it, add other tangles in there, all of that kind of thing. Oh, I like that one almost the best. Lots of fun. And I added the rounding in here so that we could see. All right, then for some shading. All right. Huh. Yeah, here's what I'm just gonna add some to the tips of these. We'll start with this base one. Oop, that's white. I have done so good. I should have dated when I started this. I have a bunch of tortillons, for the different colors that I use, and it's always good to have one set aside for when you use the white chalk pencil. But because it's for white chalk pencil, I'll label it because that it had been recommended to do that. But then I like I was like, oh, there's a fresh one, and I always end up grabbing it. This one, I've done pretty good at not doing that. I like that, but it needs something down here in the base. I'm going to just put a little graphite on just one side of these lines, and just spreading it out. Oh, I kind of like that. Mm-hmm. So we'll do that to these. In one of the samples that Nadine had, she filled in. So like if I had made these touch, she filled in, all in. Well, no, actually she had a frame, and she filled it in black. And it, just like if you've ever done the tangle poke root, poke leaf, um, those ones we usually fill in the background, and it just looks so neat when that's done because it makes everything just pop. But it's one of those you don't have to, but do take a look at that for more inspiration, like so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, and of course, if there's some other way you want to try shading this, do it. There's no right, no wrong. It's just whatever you want to end up doing with it. I'm just sharing my idea. And all right, while I'm filling this in, if you have enjoyed this so far, would love to have you click the like button. And if you haven't yet, and you like it enough to see more, would love to have you click subscribe to the channel. If you don't like getting notifications, just so you know, I do post every night, every day. I have a daily tangle. That's what this is. And then when I have class replays, and right now I'm trying to get caught up, but I also try not to post like more than 2 of the replays a day, just to kind of spread it out. So if you don't like to have things popping up on your phone like notifications when you subscribe to something, make sure to check that and have it set however you want. I personally don't, and that's why I mention it, because it's like, oh, I'd rather have you not get um, any notices and be a subscriber than to be annoyed with, oh my gosh, that Heather, she's posting again. Oh, but that way, I do post a lot of new content, um, and it's so much fun. All right. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. I like that little rounding in there. It makes a difference. Wow. So cool. There's probably something else I could do, but I think it's just fine the way it is. All right, so let me share with you from our sessions today. This was on a prepped tile. I don't know what I prepped it with, but I thought, oh, it's green, and this is leafy looking. It's perfect. So a lot of fun, and and you can see the difference. This one, I was making them more rounded for no reason. It's just like that's just how it was ending up, and so you see how well, it's more like this one, but you see the different look that they get, just depending on how you shape it. And then this, I had a lot of fun. This was on a black Zentangle tile, and then yeah, and as I'm doing it, well, yeah, getting tips from our resident Queen of Bling, and she just Rosemary does it such amazing work. If you are, well, if you're not part of our Facebook community or our Tangle Addicts community, you don't know who I'm talking about. She's also on Instagram, just does amazing work. Some of you know, and absolutely amazing. And so as we're doing, I'm like, well, what should I do? And she was throwing tips at me because she was also working on black. So um, it just turned out so fantastic. And this is silver. I don't know if you can't really, so you can sort of see the shine on those, and it was just so much fun. But this one I did it without stems, and just decided to put orbs in between, and it looks really cool. And I worked to make this part longer on these. So again, you just a little bit different. I didn't go too far overboard with doing them different. We did have some that oh my gosh, just the amazing work. If you would like to see that work, in the description section below the links to the step out, so you will see those. I have a link to my website, so if you want to follow my blog, when I post the recap, you will see it. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you will see you'll see that the notice of that replay happen. And I post it there first, and then do the recap. So in the recaps, of course, I put links to this video and the recap and the replay videos, but also the screenshots that we took and individual pictures as I as I gather them from various sources, and it's just an amazing celebration of the tangle, and just so inspiring to see everybody's take on it. And there's always something that you can glean and say, oh, I want to figure out how to do that. And you just get really really neat ideas. So much fun. So we'd love to have you join us Thursday. Tangle times are free. I do them. I do 2 sessions on Thursday. And Thursday my time. We do have people coming from all over, and so in some cases it's the next day. But those are free. I do have some classes that are paid that are on Tuesday. Tuesday and Thursdays are the days that I normally do stuff. So, but that's all on my website. You can take a look. And as I mentioned, our Facebook community would love to have you join. So there's a link to that, as well as my Facebook page. Would love to have you follow me there. And with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.